Okay, we're live. We are live. Let's see how many people join the stream. I don't even know if anyone's on here right now. Okay, it says we have one person that's on currently. How's everyone doing today? Hopefully my mic is good. I did this randomly, and then StreamYard takes forever to notify people. So we will give it a minute or two before it notifies everyone that we are live. Hey, T3 Collects, what's up, man? Hey, T3 Collects, I should give you a link, and you should pop on live with me right now. If you're down, I can DM you a link. You can pop on. Everybody from New Zealand. I have not seen the Thor Love and Thunder, but I did watch all of the spoilers online and I read the spoilers. I'm currently on a Marvel fatigue. What are some great places to visit in Chicago? I don't know. I've never been in Chicago before. Oh, you love the movie? That's awesome, man. I'm glad you liked it. I'll tell you the number one movie, not number one, because I saw two movies I really liked this year: The Batman and Top Gun Maverick. I watched Love. What'd you think of Love and Thunder? What's up, Manuel? Dead 11. Hello. How's everyone doing? Yeah. What'd you guys think of Thor? Love and Thunder, if you watched it. What did you think about the Batman Red Death statue? Is that by Prime 1? Matthew Baker, you'll have to. I loved it. Awesome. I didn't see. I don't. I think I did see the Prime 1. You know, the Prime 1 statues are so freaking nice, but they're so freaking expensive. I don't own like a full-on statue by Prime 1, but I do own some of the busts. What do you rate Top Gun 2? Giving a movie like a 10 is like considered a masterpiece. So I couldn't give it a 10. But it's definitely up there. I did like it more than the first one. And I just thought it definitely gave like a 90s feel to it. It definitely had like a 90s action movie feel to it. And Tom Cruise is probably the last of the real action stars. What's up, RXD? Love your videos. Thank you. I ended up watching Thor again. Definitely enjoyed the movie the second time. Where did you get that t-shirt? Huff. If you watch the channel, I have done videos on these. So Huff Skateboards has a Marvel line right now. There's some print on the back too. But they have some Mcfarlane art prints too. A lot of them sell out, but they sell them at Tilly's and Zoomies and Huff online. Right now they have a Hulk. It's series 2, and they're doing the Hulk collaboration. But it's Huff Skateboards, HUF Skateboards. Definitely check them out. I saw Top Gun. I want to watch it again. How do you feel about the Black Adam figures? I actually ordered them already, and they should be coming in a couple days. They look freaking sick. I like the Rock figure. I think it's like spot on. In my country, Thor got postponed. Really? Did you see Jurassic World Dominion? No, I didn't watch it. I didn't want to watch it because I didn't care for the Jurassic World series. So that's one of the main reasons why I didn't want to watch the film. Where do you rank Mcfarlane? Mark McFarlane is definitely up there in my top artists. It's just like with Jim Lee. Jim Lee's probably. Him and Jim Lee like go head and head. Like they'll change this like my number one spot, because I grew up loving Jim Lee, obviously because of the X-Men, but I grew up loving McFarlane because of Spawn and all of his action figures. And this is like early 90s, but I didn't even like, to be honest with you, I didn't know McFarlane drew Spider-Man or Batman until like years later. I just knew McFarlane from Spawn. Places I'll be there in about 3 weeks. Awesome, man. Yes, we are nerds. Let's see here. Click in stop motion. Hi. Do you know why they didn't keep making the Spawn TV series? I don't know. I don't know why it got canceled. When the show aired, I remember buying the VHS, but I don't remember why it got canceled. I think by the time it got canceled, I was kind of out of the comic book scene. I love McFarlane. I love McFarlane, man. I love what he's doing. And you guys know I've been on a kick for McFarlane lately. Whether it's the retro figures or whether it's the new stuff or all his different lines that he has. But if you guys do watch the daily toy hunt videos, you guys see all the McFarlane stuff I pick up. Is on HBO. It's on HBO Max, yeah. Oh, geez. You see that? I'm filming this outside. There's a huge June bug in my light box. It's in my light box. Now it's trapped in my light box. There's I don't know if you can hear it. There's a huge June bug in there. I have Sam and Twitch action figures. I have the Todd Toys one. I don't have the art series one. Those ones I'm really, really trying to look for. I am going to be coming across a HasLab Sentinel pretty soon. I'm looking at that June bug. I need to sub. You're not subbed to the channel. Have you got new items from Neca lately? Yeah, if you watch the daily toy hunt videos, I've actually picked up several Neca items. The only thing is that nothing new. And Robert just told me recently, he said that the Robocop, the new Neca Robocop, is a reissue of the spring holder or spring loaded Robocop, which sucks because it doesn't have the spring loaded effect. But if they reuse the same mold, I wish they would have done a new mold. Can't wait for the McFarlane Doom figures. Those look cool. I'm looking for the black and white salmon. That's the one I'm looking for, the black and white one. That's the one I'm looking for. Have you got new items? I already read that one. But yeah, no, I'm definitely looking for the Black Adam. Or not Black Adam, the Salmon Twitch, the black and white version of those. Those are the ones that I definitely need in the collection. Looking at Brad. Let's see. I saw the new gold label Lex Empower suit today. That's the one without the chair, right? That version. That one he doesn't have the chair on. That one looks good. That one actually looks good. What about G.I. Joe Classified series? I don't collect G.I. Joes. Is anybody backing the new G.I. Joe vehicle? How is the Kotobukiya Artifacts Batman reissue? Which one? Which one? Are you talking about the Hush? Have you seen the trailer for the RoboCop? I just saw that today. I reposted on Instagram. That looks amazing. And it's really cool that they're getting Peter Weller back to voice him because it just wouldn't be the same with anybody else. What's up, Carlos? It's been a while since I've seen you on here. Well, I haven't been live, so it's nice seeing you on here. Anybody going to Carlos? You going to Frankenstein's tomorrow? Oh, the Hush one. It looks like it's the same statue. I think the paint might be a little different because they reissued that one originally twice with different paint apps, but it looks exactly the same. Yeah, the trailer is great. All right, so T3 Collects wants to get on here. So another fellow YouTuber. I'm going to share a link. Hold on, I got to send it to myself. And then, so I'll invite, copy to clipboard. I got to send it to myself, so hold on. One of these days, though, we got to get Robert live on the chat. We have to get Robert live on the chat. I might go to Frankenstein's or Comic Book Hideout tomorrow. I'll be at Frankenstein's. If you want to stop by, I'll sit and say hi, man. I'll be there tomorrow. Hey, what's up, Deader? Copy the link. All right, T3, I'm going to send it to your DM. All right, I just sent it to you. Let's see. What's up, Sam? I love your vids. Where did you see those TMNT 2-packs on your vid today? The one from today, I'm trying to. Oh, Fat Collectibles had those. Fat Collectibles had those for a decent price too. I might go to. Okay, what's up, man? What time? When they open, 10:00. Yeah, those. The shredder's already starting to hit. Now the thing about the shredder, the TMNT Secret of the U is the non-super shredder. The workers are hiding those. The workers are hiding those. The last weekend of this month, Tampa Comic event. I might be going to San Diego Comic Con. I'm not 100% sure, but I might be going to Comic Con this year. Matt Kalu. Oh, Tristan's on. What's up, Tristan, man? You guys hear about those giant slugs in Florida that are like have like parasites that supposedly cause meningitis? Oh, we got T3s on here. We got a guest. What's up, man?
What's up?
I think you're. Oh, wait. I think you're unmuted. I can't hear you. Is your mic on? Check out your mic or. Yeah, no, I can't hear you.
Bummer.
Try logging out and then try logging back in. Oh wait, yeah, it says your mic's off. I think you have to turn your mic on. You might have your mic off or something. If I'm muting you right now and I'm turning you back on.
Can you hear me?
Here, I'm going to remove you and then just come back in. See if that works. All right. So let me see. You can hear him. Why can't I hear him? That's really weird. Okay, hold on. You guys heard him? Whoa, I wonder why I can't hear him then. Something's... Oh, you know what? It might be because of... I have a mic in. I don't even know if that's really it. Hold on a second. Oh, T3, where'd you go? Come back in. I think this happened last time with... Oh, wait a minute. Let me see. Yeah, I can hear him. He's coming through. Well, that's weird. I wonder why I can't hear him on my end. Huh. Trying to think, look at my connections and everything, but everything should be fine. The camera should have no effect on this. But yeah, there's like some giant slugs in Florida. Would you rather meet your past self or your future self? Ooh, past self. Let's see. That was weird. I wonder why it didn't work. Try to come back on, T3, if you're still on. I don't know why I did that. Well, he isn't anymore, so I can't hear him now. So a lot of you guys saw Thor, huh? Did you guys like it? You guys thought it was a good movie? It's got a low rating score too. I'm surprised. It's got like the same score, I think, as Dark World. Is that what it's called? Dark World, the second one? Let's see. I thought Thor: Love and Thunder was Medicore. The thing that turned me off about the film that made me not want to watch it was that it, like, I was just, everyone's saying it's like pure comedy, you know, like it's just pure, like it's like a pure comedy movie, and it's just, I'm getting kind of burned out with that with Marvel. And I heard it was woke. Is it woke? I don't know about that. Is it a woke movie? Let's see. There you go. Hold on. There, I can
hear me now.
All right, what's going on, man?
What's up?
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Not too bad. Just decided to do a live stream right now.
Yeah.
You doing your hunt still regularly?
Yeah, I did one today. Today's Saturday. Yeah, I did one Thursday, Friday, and today.
Nice, man. You find anything?
No.
Yeah, it's been dry, man. It's been really dry out here. Like,
yeah, dude, it's been terrible.
Same stuff. It's a lot of the same stuff.
Yeah, and the one thing I did notice, like most of the Southern California, like toy hunters, you guys find Star Wars like it's running out of style. Up here, you can't find
there's
that.
Nothing. So there's no Landos hanging out in your pegs.
It's no, it's like
really?
Rare.
Oh, geez, that's random. Did I just freeze? Oh, I just went out.
Oh shoot!
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
That's weird. I wonder how that happened. There we go. Yeah, there's all I find is Landos, but a lot of the, ooh, what is wrong with my camera? I'm like frozen. Look at my face. This happened last time I had a guest on here too. I wonder if it has to do with like adding people on. Let's see. What is happening? Check. Whoop. I don't know why I did
Are
that.
you using your phone or your computer?
No. I use my camera, like my actual like Sony camera.
Gotcha.
But I don't know why it was working fine, but I don't know why I did that. Whoa, there we go. I know there's a way to check here. Settings, camera. I think it might have disconnected. Yeah, I think it disconnected. Dang it. All right. Well, I guess there goes that. I'm gonna have to use my MacBook camera. Let's see. I think something happened with the connection on this damn thing. Dang it! All right, let me put up the stupid FaceTime. Boom! There we go.
There we are.
Okay, there we go. I think it was something with the connection. Yeah, it's. I think it's this, my power plug.
Oh,
What's messing it up? Because now my computer's dying. So what have you been up to? How's life?
what have I been up to? I have been doing nothing, really. I've just been hunting, and I started a new job on Monday.
Oh yeah?
Yep.
That's good, man. You want to tell people what you do at your YouTube channel and?
Sure. I do everything that I guess most people do. I try to. I mean, for me, I just try to have fun with it. I like to bring some comedy to it.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. Like I go toy hunt, Northern California. I live in Redding, so it's pretty. I don't know. It's like one Target and 3 Walmarts basically.
Dude,
in my area.
That sucks. One Walmart? One Walmart?
No, 1 Target, 3 Walmarts.
And what's the distance on those?
So the Target and Walmart are down the street. The next Target's like 20 minutes away. Then the next Walmart after that's about 35 minutes away.
Dang, man, that's crazy. Yeah, it's like, because a lot of people tell me like I live by like so many Targets and Walmarts. It's crazy. Like there's like, I don't know, 6 Walmarts maybe that are around me, and several Targets.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up here, so it's been that way. But I lived in Sacramento. There's probably like 10 Targets.
Yeah, it's. What are you collecting?
Mostly Marvel Legends, and I think that's pretty much it. Like, I'm trying to stay out of Star Wars because once you go down that road, it's a slippery slope with black hole because it's too hard to collect them, especially up here. I just got all the Spawn stuff.
The new stuff, right? Whoa.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's Jumbo.
I got it all on clearance from Target online last weekend.
Oh, really? You know, at Frank and Sons right now, there's a seller who have you been to Frank and Sons?
No, I want to.
There's a seller who's dude, I just like chucked and crushed a big June bug right now. I mean, there's a seller who's selling his Mcfarlane section for $8.
Wow.
Yeah, he's got like a huge. I know he works. So he gets it wholesale, and he sells a lot of Jada like cars too. But he's selling his Mcfarlane figures for $8.
Dude, that's cheap.
That's super cheap. So I'm gonna stop by tomorrow and see. I don't need anything, but I'm gonna stop by tomorrow and see exactly what he has.
So is he selling like all the new stuff that cheap or the old stuff?
I'm assuming because I mean you've seen Robert in my videos, right? Yeah. His brother goes to Frank and Sons, I think, regularly. So he said that he's selling all his Mcfarlanes for $8, and I was like, oh crap, yeah, I'm gonna go check it out and see, just to see what what he's selling for $8. Like I said, I don't need anything, but $8 is freaking cheap.
That's crazy. That's super cheap. Yeah, I just picked up the Mandarin Spawn, the deluxe edition
from GameStop.
For what was it, $15?
Is that how low it went?
Well, it was 31.97.
Yeah.
But they're having a 50% off still starting tomorrow on all clearance.
Oh, dang. I didn't
And
know that.
they put it up early because their district manager told them to put it up early. And then when they ring it up, they're like, it's $31 plus tax.
Man.
But they gave it to me for the 50% off because I was like, I don't want to come back. I don't want to travel 30-something minutes back here for one thing.
Dude, GameStop's the new place to go to pick up figures. Especially, dude, did you know the Black Adam figures have been online for the past, I don't know, several days in stock? Yeah, you knew that?
Yeah.
I didn't know that till yesterday, so I ordered several of them because I want that Rock figure. I think that's an awesome looking Rock sculpt.
Yeah, I was kind of worried because I hate the DC Multiverse movie line figures. They look like garbage, but the Black Adam ones look really good.
The Black Adam one's just like I know when he like on Instagram when he shows those promo images, they're like photoshopped, you know what I mean, or they just make them look, they're prototypes basically,
right?
And then when you get them in hand, they don't look nothing like it. But I've seen in hand photos on these, and they look freaking good. Well, at least the Rock one does.
Yeah,
so I'm really hyped for that one. And then I got Dr. Fate and who's the other one? Hawkman. Hawkman was the other ones I got.
I was gonna say, yeah, because Hawkman, that was like the first one that sold out on Amazon was Hawkman.
Really?
Yeah, and then I think I remember. I think I pre-ordered it on Target because it was the only place that had it in stock at the time.
Dude, I'll never order from Target again, pre-order, because unless it's like, for instance, that manga Spawn. The graph one, I did get that one, but everything else I'm not doing because it doesn't come out in stores. Like it takes forever to get something. I still have stuff on pre-order that I already have that's been in stores for like a few months that is still not in stock on my pre-orders.
Oh yeah, I understand. Yeah, it happens like way too often actually with Target.
I don't pre-order from Target anymore unless it's like a limited exclusive. Other than that, I'll just find it in stores. So
yeah, I kind of been that way too. I still pre-order them just in case, but then I'll be like, oh, here it is in the store, so I guess I can cancel.
Yeah, I know. Are you collecting turtles?
No, I haven't gotten into any NECA stuff.
Oh wow, that's smart.
I want to. I'm trying to think. There's this Freddy Krueger. I think it's Nightmare on Elm Street 3, NECA.
The one with the the dogs, right?
I think so.
Oh, that's part 2. That's part 2. Part 3 is the.
I've seen 3 different ones, but that third one, I think it's Dream.
Yeah, it's Dream Warriors.
Yeah, Dream Warriors.
Yeah, I think it comes with a little house.
Yeah,
a little Freddy. Yeah, did you ever the Ultimates? Right, you're talking about the Ultimates.
Yeah.
Have you seen the ones previous to that before they were Ultimates? They were just they were just like in a clamshell kind of thing.
Oh no, I haven't.
Those ones were awesome, but they were not as articulated. They were more like pre-posed at the bottom. Like the legs were like fixed, and then like you had like some articulation up here. But I honestly like those way more than the articulated ones.
Why is that?
I like pre-pose figures. I'm not great at posing figures.
Okay.
And I don't put my figures into crazy poses. So I that's why a lot of people don't like Mcfarland's old stuff because it's all pre-posed. And that's right up my alley. I just don't mess with articulation. I'm afraid I'm going to break it, and then I suck at posing. So
yeah, I like I like the Mcfarland stuff from back in the 90s. Is that what it was?
90s and 2000s.
I don't know about the newer stuff. Like it's okay.
It's not as good.
And the old stuff's so much better. Like they came with real chains and actual cloth, and not the rubbery plastic.
Yeah.
But
I think that's what makes his figures so affordable, though. I think if he were to go and give us like more accessories and like like metal chains, the figures would probably be like in the $30 range.
Oh, more than likely.
Yeah.
I would say, I don't know, because I think they're still $20 or
They're
$19.99.
Some of them are like I picked up the Page Punchers, the Target exclusive, the black and white Batman with the comic, the 6-inch one or 7-inch one. That was $25.
Yeah, because that's a DC Direct.
Yes,
line.
DC Direct, exactly.
That's
but some Mcfarlane DC Multiverse for whatever reason are $24.99. But the majority of them are 19. But I mean, are you going to do the superpowers wave?
Oh, I have to, because I remember those when I was growing up. I used to have them all.
Like $10 for the figures and then $20 for the vehicles. That's so cheap. But they're going to be hard to find for a while, I think.
Oh, for sure. I was actually watching one of my buddy's videos, and he was in, God, I can't remember where he lives. Somewhere, I think he lives in American Canyon, probably I think that's the Bay Area. Yeah. So he was kind of like scrolling through the toy section, and then I seen the Batwing. Is that the Batwing one?
It's like the 89 Batwing. Yeah. But
so yeah, they had that in stock wherever he was, but I texted him like, dude, do you not see the superpower thing? He's like, no, I'm gonna go back through the video.
Did he get it?
No, he didn't even know it was there. He wasn't even paying attention.
Like somebody asked, do you get Manuel asked you, do you open the box on every single action figure?
I do not. All mine's inbox.
Oh, so you're a mint on card collector?
Yep.
No way.
I've been that way since I was probably 5.
Yeah, I was both when I was a kid, but for the most part, I open figures, but because I don't have a toy room yet. But like the more I buy figures and keep them in package and as they're building up, because I have nowhere to display them yet, I'm starting to like become a mint on card collector now. I think a lot of my figures are going to stay on card now. So
yeah, I mean, I just look at them because my background, I do a lot of artwork, and I was going to comic books when I was in college.
Yeah.
So I just look at all of them like in box as artwork. But now most of them, or I should say, Hasbro's going to do a windowless. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Terrible, dude. That's terrible. But that's what I liked about the Page Punchers, not the new ones, not the 7-inch ones, but I don't know if you're going to collect the $10 ones with the minifigure.
No.
Okay, I was going to say those are resealable.
Yeah.
Like you're able to reseal those. Oh, somebody says, "What's up, man?" Right here, Cyborg Soda.
Oh, Cyborg Soda.
You know him?
Yeah, that's my boy. We do a podcast every Tuesday. Yeah.
I was going to say, is he the one that saw the Batwing?
No. No. He's from Chicago.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Is there good? I wonder if there's good stores over there in Chicago.
Yeah, he goes to a collectible store all the time. I can't remember. Cyborg, if you're listening, you should post that, like what it's called, because I don't remember.
Is it Toy Vomit? Is that in Chicago?
That sounds like Wisconsin, actually.
I thought Toy Vomit was there. Here we go. He says definitely. Right here. Do you collect Funk? Oh wait. Oh, that's what it is. Quake Collectibles. That's the name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a video because I don't know if you follow the Major Wrestling Figure podcast.
Yeah, I do.
So they were in Chicago, and I saw their video there, and it was like a bunch of vintage stuff.
Oh yeah, Cyborg goes there a lot.
God dang it! Sorry.
Toy du jour.
Funko Pops. I'm actually getting rid still of all my Funko Pops, and it's not easy. It's really not easy to get rid of those.
What's the majority of what you collected in Funko?
Well, I went through 2 different phases. So in like early 2012, I went through a phase and I collected everything, because it became like an addiction. And then I sold it like, I want to say like 2015, 2016. No, like 2015. And then when I got back collecting them again, I think around 2017. But when I originally collected them the first time, it was everything. But then I saw like I had grails, man. Like I had stuff that's worth so much money now. And then now when I started collecting them again, it was more DC, some horror, and very little Marvel. That's pretty much all it was. But now and TMNT. But now I'm just getting rid of them, dude. Like I'm just gonna sell them and then just put it back into collecting and get more like high end stuff. If I can sell them. It's been hard.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, my son's into them. He had about like a little over 3,000 at one point.
Oh, that's a lot.
But like the last couple of weekends, he's been selling them on eBay, whatnot, or I have been for him.
Yeah. Oh, you are you a seller on Whatnot?
I just got approved, I think, last weekend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm now a partnership with Whatnot.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and it's not as easy as it looks, man. It's really not that easy, but it's fun, but it's really not easy. Like,
Yeah.
to go out and buy things that you think people are gonna want. You know what I mean? But it's
Yeah.
cool. But it's just it's not easy. It's not easy.
Oh, I'm sure. It's kind of like, you have to be a car salesman in a sense.
Yeah. It's just, but I'm still trying to get, like, I still got to get in the storage and get through my Hot Toys. I have Hot Toys I want to get rid of too.
That's another thing I haven't gotten into yet. There's a lot of Spider-Man I want to get.
Yeah, and the thing is that, like, for the most part, they just keep on going up in price. They never really like devalue.
How it is nowadays. Everything's freaking expensive.
Says, do I still collect horror Funko? No, but the only pops I am keeping is the select Batman ones, certain Batman ones, and all my Pennywise ones are the ones I'm keeping. Everything else is going. It says here, Matthew, hit me up on Insta. I'll let you know where to go. Maximize your visit.
Chicago.
I've never been to Chicago. You been to Chicago?
No.
Yeah, I've never been. But yeah,
I've always stayed on the west side, west coast.
Yeah, I've just stayed. I've never really gone anywhere. Let's see here. It says, what's that info then? I'm assuming he's
I think they're talking.
Yeah. Oh, he's got to go. Oh, right when he's asked it, what's the info? He's all, got to go.
That's funny.
Let's see. Right here. Do you still have Pirate Spawn? Which Pirate Spawn? I have the original Pirate Spawn from Todd Toys. I don't have any of the newer ones. I am trying to look for them. There's still certain spawns I need to pick up. Oh, Horrorville tomorrow. Tomorrow? There's a Horrorville?
Sunday?
Yeah, there's a horror convention at the end of the month in Long Beach. I actually might go to that because there's going to be some some celebrities that are going to be there, and I would definitely want to check it out. Oh, his Insta is what he was asking. I think he's asking about Cyborg's Instagram. I don't know it.
It's Cyborg, I think _soda_.
Oh, he's right there.
Yeah.
Right there, yeah.
Yeah.
There's his Instagram. The original one, yes, I still in card because when I picked up the pirate one, I don't have the toy room anymore, so it's been in card. So I like the figure though. Yeah, and then I'm working on somebody helping me out to get into Comic-Con, so I'm hoping that happens. Have you been to a Comic-Con, San Diego?
Dude, I wish. I so wish.
It's fun, dude. It's fun. It's an experience.
Yeah. I heard that it's like you have to right now. Yeah, around like a year waiting list before you can even get in.
Yeah, there's a viewer who, because before normally I knew people who could get me in, but since the pandemic, I kind of lost, well, and plus Comic-Cons weren't going on, but kind of lost those connections because a lot of people stopped collecting or they lost their connections. But I came across a viewer who says he gets tickets, so he told me to hit him up and ask him what day I wanted to go. But I just feel kind of weird because I don't really know the guy. And then he gave me his business card. He's like, just call me and tell me what day you want to go. And I'm like, oh. I'm like, that's kind of weird. But,
yeah, one of these days I'll go. I mean,
dang it.
Life's been crazy the last couple months.
Yeah, I remember you telling me on Instagram. Let's see here. It says, Cyborg, our toy stores have the best vintage spawn. I'll tell you this though, ever since I got on this Mcfarlane kick, like that I've been, because I film every day and I show like Mcfarlane Spawn, I've been getting a lot of people collecting Spawn. Like a lot of people message me or DM me saying they're getting back into the Image comics because of Robert and me or the Spawn. So now, because I'm filming all the stuff, I'm starting to notice people are picking up Spawns now, and like it's getting harder for me now to pick up Spawns because of it. But it's cool though. It's cool.
That's funny because I noticed the same thing. I started seeing more and more people started to collect Spawn and Image stuff, and I'm like,
Yeah,
what
dude,
the
it's
heck?
like me and Robert were just because we're 90s kids, man. We're we're born in the 80s, but we grew up in the 90s. So it's like, I think that was the best time for toys and for comics,
Agreed.
and cartoons too.
Yep.
And a lot of the stuff I buy is vintage because of nostalgia, and I'm trying to rebuy my collection. But also it's just like we go to comic stores every day, whether it's Fat Collectibles or whatever's local around here. And then I've been collecting Spawn again. I'm trying to build my Spawn comic book collection. And for whatever reason, we just said, let's buy all the number ones of Image Comics. And he bought like the majority of them. I just bought a select few titles, but he went on a kick. And then now he's like on a Liefeld kick, and he's totally into the Image thing. And people have been DMing me and messaging me saying that they're doing the same thing now because of our videos, because the videos
That's
that
awesome.
we show. But it's cool though that but it's funny because like we've gone to so many different places to buy the number one titles, and they're not expensive, dude. They're like $4 or $5 maybe. And then we'll go to all these different comic stores, and then we'll find them for $2, $3, $5. And then he recently went to Frankenstein's and he found a seller there that was selling them for 50 cents.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was like, oh man, we should have waited.
I have all my number one issues from when they first came out. I have Spawn 1, I have Youngblood, I have Brigade, I have Shadowhawk, Savage Dragon, Wetworks, Wildcats, like everything that came out that they produced when they first dropped. I have
You
every
actually
single
have
one.
the original ones.
Yeah, I have the original ones.
Yeah, I brought my first Spawn comic at a 7-Eleven.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they used to sell comics. I don't know if you remember that. But
Yeah, I do. Actually, I do remember that.
Yeah, that's where I got a lot of my X-Men comics and Spawn. That's where I first saw Spawn. So
yeah, a lot of my comics I bought from a local like grocery store up here.
I didn't know they sold them in grocery stores.
Yeah, well, this one specifically did. Like, I mean, back then it was basically just DC and Marvel, and then Spawn. I remember when Mcfarlane and all those guys left Marvel and they were doing Image, and I remember seeing the first issue of Spawn, and I was like, I need to buy this.
Yeah,
and I've had it since. It's been in my box, and I think I've read it once.
Really? You only read? Yeah, I gotta go back and I want to buy his. What does he call them? The thicker that has all the like a certain amount of titles in them. He's just there's a name that I forgot what he calls them. Anyways, he has them for good prices. They're like $40.
Yeah, he does things cheaper than all these other companies do.
Yeah. So I don't want to open my books because when I buy them I just keep them in there.
Yeah.
The new titles I do read, but like the older ones I don't go through them. So but I do want to buy those books and then just reread Spawn 1 through whatever I can get up to. But
yeah, it's funny because Cyborg and I were just talking about comics today, and I was like, he was talking about I think Gunslinger and Scorch, and I was like, yeah, dude, I don't know anything about what's going on in Spawn comics because we don't have a comic shop anymore. Like our comic shop went out of business. I want to say almost 10 years ago.
Yeah, I remember growing up here in I grew up. I mean, obviously down here, but in Garden Grove, there was a comic store in the 90s. It was called Mile High Comics. I think now it's more of an online thing. But have you heard of them?
Yeah, I remember them.
You went to the comic store?
No, I remember it being online. That's how I know who they were.
Dude, there's some weird bugs out here, man. No, they had a store in the 90s. It was a 2-story comic shop, and I tried to find images, and I only find one image on Google. And dude, I look at it, and it brings so much memories, man. Like it's like how Fat Collectibles is. They have art on the side of the comic shop, but this one was just a huge building, and they had huge art. Like somebody obviously drew characters on there, but that was probably the best comic shop I'd ever been to. And I don't remember when it closed down, but that's the one that like sticks in my head. And I've never been to a comic store like that ever.
I
So
didn't even know they went out of business, dude. That's crazy.
yeah, but they're an online store, right? They're still
I think
around, right?
so, because that's how I knew who they were, because of online.
Yeah, I would see them at like conventions. I would see they had a big booth of just comics, and it would just say Mile High Comics. So I remember Googling them, but they don't have like a physical store anymore. It's just a online thing.
I mean, I get it. It makes sense. I mean, the comic shop we had, they closed because they couldn't afford it anymore, but they strictly did everything online. They just did everything through eBay.
Yeah.
So they're like, yeah, we're going to do everything on eBay. And their eBay store actually is gone too now.
Yeah, it's but you know what? A lot of comic stores survived the pandemic.
Yeah.
I was surprised a lot of them survived the pandemic. Let's see. Do I know any good stores in Florida? No, never been. Never been.
You would have to ask, trying to remember his name, a guy named Eddie Figs on Instagram, or the Toy Realm on Instagram. Those guys are from Florida. They know everything about comic shops there.
Yeah, I just know stuff around here, man. That's it. But there's a lot of places still around here that are there's comic shops that I've never been to, and they're local too. But I've just never gone to them. Any of you ever watch Reboot? I saw a few of episodes, but I never really grew up liking the show. Do you remember Reboot?
No.
I think it was like that show that was like 3D, like it was like a 3D looking style character, and I think they were blue if I remember correctly. Biz. Oh, here's one right here. Someone said,
"Oh yeah, I could. Yeah, Biz and Buttons. Yeah, those guys are. It's a toy store."
Yeah, see, down here we have lots of comic shops, and we have Frank and Sons. But Frank and Sons is just, for the most part, it's overpriced.
That's what I hear all the time. Overpriced.
It used to be a really good place to get. I didn't know they were around since the 90s, or maybe even the late 80s. I didn't first go until like 2010, I think. But when I went, like their prices were really good. And then now it's just, I don't know what happened, man. Like it's just everybody like vintage toys that you can find for like $5 in comic shops or online or whatever. They're selling them there for like $30, and it's crazy, man.
It's because they look everything up on eBay. That's why. There's a shop called, it's like a vinyl record shop in Sac called The Cave, but they carry a bunch of collectibles, like action figures, you name it, they have it pretty much. And I went and visited, I think it was last year for the first time. And I was like, oh yeah. And then I found a Spawn movie figure of Jason. I think yeah. And I was like, because they had a tag. It was an old tag from like KB. It was like
Martin Sheen one, right?
Huh?
Martin Sheen.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
It was like $5.99. It had the KB toy store tag on it. And I was like, hey, how much is this? And he's like, oh, it's like $45.
Dude, no.
I was all, what?
I've bought in so many recently. I will not, for those movie figures, I will not pay over $10.
No, they're not worth more than $10.
You might find the movie Spawn one is getting a little higher in price, the regular Spawn. But like the other characters, like Clown, I think kind of went up a little bit in price. But like Jason Wynn, Jessica Priest, the Hobo Spawn, you can get those they should be like $5. Like no joke, they should be like $5.
Yeah.
Like anything over that, that's not worth it, man. It's just
that place looks up everything online. So like they base everything off eBay. So if it sells, I guess they do it by the top 5. If they sell it between a certain amount, that's how they price everything.
Yeah.
So you can't find nothing really that cheap. I actually found what can I think of what it is now? An Eminem vinyl record that's very hard to find. They had it way underpriced for like $30, and it was selling for over $100 on eBay.
Dang, you collect vinyls?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. You're from Sacramento?
I'm from Redding, but I used to live in Sac.
My favorite band's from there, man.
Deftones?
No. I was thinking, Korn's my favorite band, but Deftones is like right up there, and they're from Sacramento.
Yeah, they're from Sac.
It says, you guys know any collectible stores in the Bay Area? Seems like all the best ones are in SoCal.
There is a ton in the Bay Area that I don't know names of, but I've seen them.
Me neither. There's the one I went to when I went to San Diego not too long ago, and I totally forgot the name. But I heard there's like 3 or 4 more, and the one I went to wasn't the right one, and I forgot the name. I forgot the name. I
Oh, I
totally
was
forgot.
gonna say that one you went to in San Diego.
In the mall, the one that had that mall.
It was like that giant ass shut, not the mall, the
Oh, which one are you talking? Yeah, that was the one recently, right?
it
That
wasn't
posted.
it was yeah, it was pretty recent. I would say within the last
It's
few weeks, maybe.
I got a Jessica Priest Spawn figure there, and it was like $7.
I think it was that one, yeah, because I think you had your son with you.
Yeah, it was my wife's son. Yeah,
Yeah.
he that okay. That I don't know the name of that store, but Robert was the one who told me about that store, and I googled it from because we went over there for a wedding, and it was not too far from where we were at. But there's 3 more stores of the same name, and it's a chain, I guess. And then the one I thought I went to the right one, but apparently there's another one that's way better and focuses more on action figures. So I was kind of upset that I went to the wrong one. So I totally forgot the name.
When you were in there, and I was like, you were filming and stuff, and I was like, oh my god, dude, they have so much stuff I want.
Yeah, it was some, but it wasn't really priced that greatest. Some of the stuff wasn't priced that good. Tate's in Florida. Is that place still around?
Yep.
Yeah, is it? Yeah, nice. I remember they had like a second store. I don't know if that's still around. Let's see. It says here, what's up, Raphael? Been watching your videos lately because you actually hitting up my area recently in Corona. Well, I used to live in Corona, so that's where my old stomping grounds were. That's another place where there was a lot of stores too, but the traffic was killer down that way. Let's see here. What is the worst Mcfarlane toy figure? Man.
Are we talking old or current?
Yeah, are we talking DC? Are we talking? Because, dude, Mcfarlane's done so many lines. He's done sports. He's done Walking Dead. He's done the video games. He's done horror. The guy's done everything.
I want him to bring back the movie Maniacs line again.
Remember he said he was going to? Right before COVID, the 2020 Toy Fair, he said he was going to bring back movie Maniacs, and it never happened.
I don't know why he wouldn't.
DC. He said DC. I'm so recently.
Recent.
There's I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of them that aren't the greatest looking figures.
No, dude, there's a ton that I think are garbage.
His Spawn line, I think, is better than the DC for the most part. I really like the Man Bat though, and the Killer Croc. I don't know if you're getting those.
Oh yeah, I actually seen those both. It's been 2 weekends ago at Go Games, and that Man Bat, I swear, is by far his best deluxe figure.
Dude, Killer Croc looks awesome, but Man Bat takes the cake, man. That thing was freaking nice.
And I think Man Bat is better than Clayface, and I like Clayface.
I like the Clayface too. I honestly I wasn't really hyped to get Clayface, but when you see him in hand, he looks way better.
He's actually the reason why I bought it was because of you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I was like on the fence. I'm like, I'm pulling the trigger.
Well, Swamp Thing I think was the best one until Man Bat.
I like Swamp Thing.
Best one. But worst one, I don't know, man. Like I said, there's not a lot that are like great, but
I would say most of the Flash ones are pretty bad.
Yeah, some of the Flash ones are pretty bad. The movie one wasn't that bad though. I thought it was pretty good.
Oh, the Ezra Miller one?
The Ezra Miller one, yeah. I thought it was pretty accurate for the most part to him. I'm not gonna lie, the more I see Grifter, I don't like that figure.
Oh, dude, I want that one so bad.
I got one. The Dark Knight Returns Batman, because it was unproportioned. I was so hyped to get those, and then when I got him, his lower body was longer, or his legs were longer. His lower body was shorter. Dude, I was so mad when I got that figure because I love the Dark Knight.
That's the Build-A-Figure one, right?
Yeah, with the horse. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's my favorite interpretation of Batman. And when I got him in hand, I was like, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. Let's see here. Do you have one, or you just say the Flash figures?
No, for me, oh gosh, probably Well, besides the Flash figures, I'd probably say all the Suicide Squad figures. I freaking think of the
Oh
terrible.
yeah, those ones weren't that great. The King Shark was pretty good. The King
Well, yeah,
Shark.
that one's good. The Mega Fig's cool, but the actual, yeah, that whole line, they look nothing like the
Oh
actor.
no, Polka Dot Man was pretty good. I thought that one was actually the best one out of all of them. Let's see. I got Grifter. I'm thinking of making a custom Mcfarlane Killer Croc. Let's see. So yeah, Grifter's cool, but it just I honestly, when I saw it in person, it wasn't as something about the legs. I think it's the way the articulation is, the joints. I just don't. It kind of turned me off, and I can see why Mcfarlane doesn't like making articulated figures. You know how he said it takes away from the look.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's true. It's true, but whatever. Let's see. Yeah, I'm working on a deal right now for a HasLab Sentinel. I wasn't gonna. I kind of regret not picking it up or backing it up, but I'm gonna get one for retail.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah. So that's because I'm a big fan of the Sentinels, man, and a lot of it's because of the X-Men animated series, the Night of the Sentinels.
Yeah.
When I fell in love with Gambit and the Sentinels. I want to go to the statues world. What is that?
The one I regret not picking up was Galactus.
That looks good.
Yeah, so good.
It's not out yet though, right?
No, it's I think next year.
What, did it get pushed back? Or was it always
I don't. Maybe it is this year. Was that last year that they did that? It was last year.
Let's. It says I skipped the Mafex Dark Knight as I thought the Mcfarlane would suffice for the price. Yeah, it's whoa. If you're looking for a good Dark Knight figure and for budget wise, I would either go to the Mattel line or the DC Direct over Mcfarlane, because the Mafex ones are good, but they're over $100, I think. They're nice, but if you either go DC Direct or try to find the Mattel ones, because they're on Amazon, I think for like 2025 still, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Let's see. Cop or pass on those new deceased figures. They're nice, but they're $30.
$30 with no accessories.
They're 30. Yeah, dude. What the heck? I hate that because it's like this empty like window there. Nothing.
Yeah, just all plastic and a figure.
Dude, at least like put some zombie parts on there or something, or some like I don't know. I don't know if you're gonna do the Blackest Night figures. They're starting to hit down here in Southern California.
Yeah, my buddy MCU Collector 24, one of his friends found them all in wherever they live in.
Yeah, my buddy.
Like that.
Where did you find him?
I think he found them in Stockton.
Okay, my friend got one in Hollywood.
Oh wow!
So they should be here pretty soon. Let's see, Batman Murder Machine. I don't know which one that one is. There's so many different Batmans I don't remember. Too much money, no hands. Yeah, they're great figures. The sculptings on the DC's figures look nice, but they're just too expensive. $30 is just too expensive for a figure. That has nothing with it.
Well, it's just because it's DC Direct. That's the only reason why they're expensive.
Do you remember when DC Direct was more like statue figures?
Yeah.
I love those, dude. I still have a bunch of those. I have the rare ones. I have the White Lantern Batman and Flash. Have you seen those? Wow. They were like WonderCon exclusives.
I think I've seen the Flash. I don't think I've seen the White Knight one.
Yeah. See, do you think Neca will make a life-size Chucky is going? Oh, do you think Neca life-size Chucky is going to be canceled? I don't think so.
Isn't it still around?
Yeah, I thought they made one. Didn't they make they pre-ordered the was it Bride of Chucky with Tiffany? There was two of them.
I know. Yeah, Tiffany.
They're gonna get canceled.
But who knows nowadays?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. A lot of stuff. Super 7 is starting to raise their prices, man. That sucks because I love Super 7. And like they're starting to get into the $60 price tag now. Like 60, 65.
It's I hate to say it, like everyone I'm not saying like I actually yeah, everyone complains about price. It has nothing to do with like I guess collectors. It has everything to do with how everything's reselling on eBay. So
You
all
think
the
so?
toy companies are just starting to be like, oh, if they're going to spend $60 on a figure that was from like 3 years ago, we'll just sell it at that price.
Well, that's what got me to stop collecting Mezco 112. Because
Okay, eBay.
when I first got into Mezco, because I have all the Dark Knight ones and I have a lot of Marvel ones and some DC ones. But when I was buying them, they were like $70, $80. And now they're like 100, 120, 130 for Mezco figures. And it's just, I don't, it's like Mayfix. I don't get into Mayfix because their figures are over $100, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's,
That's like that. Was it the Sentinel?
oh yeah, that
GameStop
is.
exclusive, like Miles Morales, is $100. I was like, oh god.
I saw that at GameStop. It's the one at GameStop, right?
Yeah, it's the exclusive one. Yeah,
That's a nice one too.
it's super nice, but I'm like $100. Ooh.
Yeah, it's too much money. It's dude, collecting is getting like really pricey, man. It's getting
Trust me.
really pricey.
Yeah.
You quit on Super 7 figures. I can buy Neca 2-pack for that price. Well, Neca is actually going up in price too, though, because their ultimates now, for the most part, are almost $40. If not, they are $40 now. So, and then one I don't collect, and I have a dislike for it, and I don't know why I do, but I do, is Marvel Legends.
See, that's the funny is I love Marvel Legends.
I love the Toy Biz Marvel Legends.
Yeah,
I love do you remember when they came back with the return of Marvel Legends?
yeah.
I love those, but for whatever reason, I just cannot get into the new stuff. I don't know what it is. I just can't get into it.
I'm starting to kind of be that way now because, say, like 5 years ago, those Marvel Legends would come with accessories galore, and here we are now in 2022, and they either come with two hands or a head and nothing else. And
Yeah.
I'm becoming more choosy with them than I was before because I'm
Dude,
a completionist, so I have to have everything in the whole wave. And now I'm like, okay, maybe I just want one of these guys.
but it sucks though because of the bath pieces,
Yeah,
especially if you're trying to build a figure, but that's where the whole fig swap comes in. Where
yeah,
people,
and like a lot of them, you're gonna start seeing them go to clearance a lot faster, and you'll just be able to buy them all. Like on our podcast, we were talking to MC Collector, and I was like, yeah, I ended up finding the Netflix Marvel Legends series, like Daredevil, Punisher, Elektra. Someone must have hit him or something because they were just all on the end cap, on the clearance end cap, and the price for each one of them was like $16.98. So I went and took them all up, and they rang up for like $3.
dang, dude.
And all those are worth like way more money now.
That's
They've
why
never been.
no, that's what surprises me. Like when I still see Age of Apocalypse figures, because I still need to finish that wave, and they're still at $20 or
Yeah.
22, whatever it is, dude. They should be like $6 now, I think.
Is it the second wave of Age of Apocalypse or
It's
the
the one
first
that
one?
had Cyclops on it. See, it's a
Oh,
Colossus wave, the build a figure wave, because I want to build that figure. It says here the
what do
Netflix
you?
is going stupid prices.
Oh, it's so expensive. That Netflix Daredevil.
Yeah, I didn't do any of those. Oh, I do
It's
the
gonna get
Spider-Man classics though.
the Daredevil Netflix Marvel Legend. It's gonna skyrocket the moment the TV show comes out for Disney Plus in like a couple of years.
Oh, that's another thing too, man. I'm getting tired of these Disney freaking series and whatever they're doing to Marvel. And I honestly think the MCU died for me when an Endgame,
Yeah, I think
except for Spider-Man.
that's been like the topic pretty much since Thor, the new Thor came out. And from what I understand now is when Bob Iger left and that new guy came in, Chapek, I think
Yeah,
his name is. So Iger gave Kevin Feige the keys to the castle. He could do whatever he wants. The new guy is basically telling Kevin Feige that he has last say. So that's why everything in Phase 4 hasn't been that great.
yeah. It's like I thought Shang-Chi was pretty good. I still haven't seen Eternals. Every MCU show on Disney has like disappointed me, except for I actually liked Loki. Um, Multiverse of Madness, didn't really care for it. I watched it when it was
Really?
on stream. I didn't something about it. Spider-Man No Way Home was awesome. And I
Yeah.
didn't care for Tom Holland as Spider-Man until this one. So now I'm like all for Tom Holland. And that's it. That's Thor's I hear is like a pure comedy. That's
See, that's the thing where so I saw it Thursday night at 7.
yeah.
So I did my whole little reaction thing on Instagram for that, and I've seen it a second time now, so it's totally different for me.
Yeah.
I think everyone's expecting Ragnarok Part 2.
That's exactly.
And I watched it, and I'm telling people don't go in expecting that because it's a completely different movie. It's a standalone Thor movie based off 2 comic lines. It has its moments where it's funny and everything, but the underlining what I got out of it was the gore, the God Butcher. Christian Bale to me killed it. Like he was so good.
Yeah, I heard he was good, but I heard they didn't use his character to its full potential.
No, and second viewing, yeah, I would say that's true, but I still think even though he's not in it that much, but the scenes he's in, he commands the scene, he stills the scenes that he's in.
Yeah, I heard he was good.
And to me, like we had there's 2 dudes were having a little tip with me on me saying that he's the best MCU villain, and he's in it for like 20 minutes. I'm all that 20 minutes was better than Thanos throughout the whole Avengers wave or phase 1 to me.
You know, Robert and me were talking about because how many movies does MCU have already? 20? Over 20?
Like 30. They're at like 30, I think.
And dude, like no joke, the majority of their villains suck.
Yeah.
Out of all those, and I told him I think I want to say Thanos is the best only because of the buildup.
Yeah.
You know? But I really liked Red Skull and Baron Zemo. I think are like the top villains because for the most part, every villain has been useless.
Yeah, and I think that with Baron Zemo, they're going to use him in the future because there's the Thunderbolts coming out eventually. So characters like that, I think eventually that character will be probably, I don't know, he'll probably be in the top 5 of best villains.
He put Green Goblin. I'll say Green Goblin definitely because now he's in the MCU and he went up on the list for sure.
Oh yeah.
Killmonger, I don't know if I really want to put him on the list because he's like wasn't he like an anti? It was like an anti.
I don't really see him as a villain. Really, I just saw him more than anti.
But I don't see him as a villain. But yeah, no, there's been so many Marvel movies, and the majority of the villains have been like they've just been wasted. Like somebody put here, I feel bad for the Star Wars fans on Disney. Did you watch Obi-Wan?
Yeah, I really liked Obi-Wan.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't like it, man.
The funny thing is, I like Star Wars, but I like Marvel way more because that's what I grew up into. So one of my best friends who does the podcast, he's a huge Star Wars guy, knows all the lore, and I know the Marvel lore. So he teaches me stuff about Star Wars, and I teach him a bunch of stuff about the MCU and Marvel. So he's very critical when it comes to Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
And he even was like, that Obi-Wan series, by far the best one.
Oh. Huh.
I was like shocked that he said that.
Yeah, no, I grew up loving Star Wars, probably more than Marvel as a kid, and I used to read all the books, and I don't think any of that's canon anymore, right? I think all the stuff in the '90s is gone. Like ever since Disney took over, I don't think any of that's canon. Yeah, see, this is true. This is where is it? Obi-Wan was okay. I think Kenobi should have been a movie, and you know what? I think it kind of sucked with because I'm not familiar with a lot of the characters nowadays. The girl she was an Inquisitor, right? The one with the
third sister.
Her a solo show and given Obi-Wan his own show because I hated that they kept on cutting. Like it wasn't even about Obi-Wan, it felt like, or Vader. It was more about her story. You know what I mean? Like they kept on doing too many jumps. So I think they should have just done two different stories.
There's I think it was Variety. Someone did a edit of Obi-Wan and made it into a 2-hour movie. I'll have to find it and I'll have to send you it. And I watched it and I was like, okay, this made the Obi-Wan series that much better with just the edits that this guy did.
Yeah.
It should have been a movie. It should have been a movie.
And I know people were talking about that the Obi-Wan and Vader fight was like the best lightsaber fight. Dude,
It's pretty good.
I didn't think that.
No.
I thought the part that I liked the most from it was when he chopped his helmet in half.
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought the dialogue with that was freaking awesome. That was awesome. But I don't think that was I still think like, I don't know what the greatest lightsaber scene is, to be honest with you. I don't remember the prequels a whole lot. So I do remember the Revenge of the Sith final battle. That was a good fight. But I don't remember the prequels a whole lot.
Well, I think the wasted like bad guy was Darth Maul.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he was supposed to be the build up for him, and then I was like, that's it.
Yeah.
What a waste.
Let's see. Kenobi peeked at the village scene with Vader. And I was having like a lot of like this kind of made Kenobi look kind of like a sissy because he let that Jedi die basically when he told him to bury your lightsaber, and then he found him and he was hanging, and he let Vader go, and then Vader ended up killing. Obviously, we know the story from then on, so it was just like I didn't like how this made Obi-Wan look.
I think that's everyone's complaint though, and they're not wrong.
Yeah, but I tried to like it, but I think what just tuned me out. I had no problem with Ewan McGregor, and I thought Ewan McGregor was awesome. He's such a good Obi-Wan, but I just think the cutscenes and everything kind of threw me off.
Did you ever watch Rogue One?
Dude, that's a great movie.
See, that's the thing is, I think for me, Obi-Wan was like Rogue One for me.
Really?
Yeah, those are the two best for me right now. Star Wars stories.
Yeah. Well, I thought Mando was awesome too. Mando's been like other than Rogue One, I think Mando's been the best thing since the original Star Wars or even the prequels. It's been the best thing because I didn't like any of the new movies. The Force Awakens, Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker. I didn't like any of them. I thought Force Awakens was okay, but it was basically A New Hope.
Yeah, basically.
I just didn't. What's this? Duel of the Fates, Episode 3. That was a good fight. I did like that. That was a good fight. I love the music on that one too. But I wasn't really a big fan of the prequels. But I like
episodes 1 through 3.
Yeah, I didn't. I grew up with the original, so that's like my.
So did I.
So that's just for me. That's always gonna like yesterday. I was hanging out with Robert, and he told me off camera his favorite movie, Solo. Yeah, he said his favorite movie, Solo, and then Rogue One is right behind that. And I was like, "What about the original?" And he said he thought he says they're okay. He says he does not like them, but they're not his favorites. And I was like, "Whoa, that's crazy! That's pretty crazy that Solo is his favorite movie."
It's funny because I remember when that movie came out, and everyone hated it, and I actually like Solo. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I've only seen it once. I don't remember it. I remember watching and just being like, I kind of skimmed through it, but I don't remember the movie a whole lot. I got to rewatch it and see and check it out one more time. Weren't they supposed to make more, but that it didn't do that well, and it just
they do a whole spin off with pretty much everybody in that movie.
What's the best movie you've seen this year?
I knew you're gonna ask that question.
Yeah, got it, man. There's been a lot of movies.
I don't know. That's hard.
Including streaming.
Movie. Shit.
Let's just say in theater. Yes, Robert said that. That's why you can catch it in yesterday's Toy Hunt video. He said it on there, and he that's his favorite movie. Can't knock him for it. It's it's his. That's what he likes.
I don't know. Honestly, Top Gun's up there for me for sure. I was not expecting to like it as much as I did, honestly.
I knew I was going to, but I just thought people were hyping it too much.
Yeah.
And then when I saw it, I was like, dude, the hype is real. That's like
the hype was real, yes. And I hate Tom Cruise, so that's why I was
I love Tom Cruise since I was a kid, and it's like any movie that I think if if Tom Cruise in it, you know it's going to be a great movie, or at
I
least
think
be action.
well, the only like Tom Cruise stuff I like is this Mission Impossible stuff because I like the spy
Great.
stuff.
You never seen Legend?
Oh yeah, like a long time ago.
I love them. I love Vanilla Sky. I love Valkyrie. I need to rewatch Days of Thunder. I don't remember that one a whole lot. He's did the Minority Report. Oblivion wasn't too bad. I like his movies.
Oh, Edge of Tomorrow. Actually, I do like Edge of Tomorrow a lot.
Oh, geez, I forgot about that one.
Yeah,
That's
with
a good movie.
Emily Blunt. Yeah, that movie is really good. I forgot about that movie. But dude, I don't know. It's hard because I've seen a lot of stuff. So
yeah.
I'd say probably Top Gun right now.
Yeah.
The Batman.
Those are my top two.
And I'd probably say Doctor Strange.
Wait a minute. What about Spider-Man No Way Home?
No, that's technically last year.
Is it last year? Oh, you're right.
It came out last December.
Last year. I take that back. Yeah.
Doctor Strange, like the first time I watched it, I was like, oh, that was really cool. Second time I watched it, I was like, okay, there's a lot of things I missed. The third time I watched it, I watched New Rockstar's breakdown of 130 things that people missed, and then I watched it again, and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
There was so much stuff in it that I did not realize.
Yeah.
So it made me like it that much more. So it bumped it up.
Yeah. Right now it's probably for me it's just Batman and Top Gun. I don't know what's number one. I don't know what's
like a lot of people have a debate with the Batman. A lot of people hated Robert Pattinson.
I don't know why they hated Batman. That was not a bad movie.
No, I remember walking out of that movie and I was just like blown away. I was like, what did they just do? Like,
see, and
they made that a 7 movie, but Batman.
And that's what I like about like the DC movies for the most part. They're not your typical comic book style movies. You know what I mean? Like they go in there for the most part. They go in their own lane.
Yeah. Well, I think the Batman was like for me. I don't know, maybe for you too. It was like an art piece.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! I cursed. I don't normally curse on my channel, but yeah, no. It like visually with freaking movie was awesome.
Yeah.
And there's so many parts in there I like, but like the one in my theater, like the part where like I got like goosebumps was when the Batmobile was like when it revealed. Like, do you remember that scene?
Oh yeah,
Hearing it in theaters, like you just hear the car start, and then like you see like you don't really get to see it fully. You just see the lights and everything. That was like what somebody put on here. Wait, hold on. Top Gun Maverick was amazing. Dominion was utterly forgettable. That's why I'm not going to go watch Jurassic World. I didn't care.
I watched that movie too, and
did you like it?
It was all right. Like I don't know. It's just dinosaurs.
I'm getting burned out of what's that guy's name? The actor?
Chris Pratt.
Yeah, I'm getting burned out a little bit on him.
Oh, do you have Amazon Prime? I'm assuming you do.
I do, yeah.
Have you watched The Terminal List on Amazon Prime?
Is that his sci-fi movie?
It's not sci-fi. It's like kind of like a military movie.
Okay, I saw one that he did that was exclusive. That was terrible.
Oh yeah, that I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So it's not that one. It's an alien.
No, it's not that. This one it's an actual TV show.
Is it good?
It's probably up there with The Boys for me.
Really?
Yeah. I thought it was really good. I stayed up till like 3 a.m. watching it.
Oh, I'll check it out. Right now I'm like rewatching. My wife and I fall asleep watching X-Files.
Oh God, I love that.
I love the X-Files, dude. So for people who haven't seen the X-Files, I know it's an early 90s. It still holds to this day.
Oh yeah.
It still holds to this day. X-Files is a freaking amazing show. It's probably one of my favorite shows of all time.
So let me ask you, do you believe in aliens?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I've dug deep like a few years back. Dude, there was a phase where I was looking up on YouTube just all night, just digging, looking for information, watching all these different videos. And I came across some crazy stuff, man. I can't find a lot of those videos anymore.
No, because they all got taken down.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to them. Like there was one called the 100 different alien races. There's like a book apparently that exists that has every alien race and what they do and blah blah blah. And then I liked Blink-182 growing up, but I like Tom DeLonge more because of his alien side. You know what I mean? Like, do you follow his alien stuff that he does?
Of course. Yeah, I love Blink-182.
Did you watch him on Steve-O?
Yep.
Did you watch that? Did you see like the stuff he talks about, man?
Yeah, I was talking to I was telling my friend about it, and I was like, "You need to watch it." I'm all because he starts talking about something, and then he's like, "Oh, I can't talk about that."
What?
Well, Tom DeLonge, he would talk to Steve.
Oh yeah, he says it a lot though. I remember when he was on Joe Rogan a few years back, and Joe Rogan kind of made him seem like he was crazy, because a lot of the stuff that Tom DeLonge says is like, he's like, I can't talk about that. I can't say who I'm meeting up with. He's like, so he doesn't really give you answers, but he kind of, gives you little, I guess, clues or whatever, but
crumbs of stuff.
Yeah. But he's, I don't know, man. I want to believe like all this stuff.
I did you ever watch his History Channel show?
No, I didn't know he had a History Channel show.
Yeah, it came out, I think either 2019 or 2020. It was on A&E. It's like basically like everything kind of what he's talking about right now, like what he found and how the government got involved with him.
Yeah,
that's what it's all about. There's 2 seasons, and when I got rid of DirecTV, I couldn't watch the second season.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, like I watched that and I was just like, holy crap.
I like when he talked about on Steve-O, when he talked about how like the aliens aren't from other planets.
Yeah.
They're it's a didn't he say it was like a multiverse, right? Or is it like
multi-dimensional?
Yeah, and they're like something about frequencies.
Yeah.
That was like, whoa. And then he started getting into religion. And then I was like, oh, that was like, a lot of that makes a lot of sense, man.
Totally does.
Yeah. What about ghosts? Do you believe in ghosts?
Oh yeah.
Dude, I've had experiences here, man.
That's how I was telling my kids, I think today or yesterday, I was like, Mom, there's ghosts in this house. They're all, what? I was like, I swear to God, there's ghosts in this house.
Why, you've seen stuff? Or
I've seen weird stuff. Like I'll be watching TV during the middle of the day and I will see some weird stuff happen.
Yeah, we've got when we moved in here was in, I think it was December of last year when we moved in here, and we got the house blessed at the end of December. And the day we got the house blessed, dude, that night we heard so much stuff all night. We didn't go to bed because we were hearing voices. We were hearing in the kitchen right behind me over here, we were hearing cabinets opening, closing. I got stuff on camera. I was walking through the halls in here in the house, trying, saying hello and everything. And I heard breathing. I heard a voice. And then on the Ring, this happened 2 weeks ago, I think, or 3 weeks ago. We have a Ring cameras in our house. And I was looking at one of our, because, when you have a Ring.
Yeah.
So when you get an alert on your phone, it tells you. So I was clicking on it, and then you hear a huge growl on there.
That's crazy.
So the lights turn on, you hear a growl, and then the dogs start barking. And then I was like, whoa, I was like, what the hell was that? Oh, and then we caught a voice. Me and her oldest son came from the gym one night, like a few weeks ago, and we heard a voice out. This is like at 11 o'clock at night. We heard a voice coming from outside, and we thought it was her youngest on the speaker of, for the Ring. But we come in the house, everyone's asleep. And then so we played it back, and we heard that voice, but it sounded completely different on the Ring. But when we were out here listening to it, it was perfectly clear.
How crazy.
I don't know, man. I don't know. We've caught some weird stuff here. Yeah, but the whole alien thing, dude. Yeah, that's I went on a full like days where I was just looking up tons of videos, and like I said, a lot of them are gone. Like I can't find tons.
I didn't start believing into aliens. Jeez, I was probably junior high.
Yeah.
Is that when that movie Fire in the Sky came out? Was it?
Do you remember that movie?
Yeah, because that movie scared the living crap out of me.
Yeah, but did you watch that guy Travis Walter, I think his name or something? Did you see his interview on Joe Rogan?
Mm-mm.
He said like the majority of it was Hollywood.
Hmm.
He said none of that stuff was like the majority didn't really happen. That Hollywood just did their own.
Well, I mean, it doesn't surprise me. But yeah, I remember that movie. That movie scared the crap out of me back then.
Yeah, that movie. That I love that movie. I still like that movie to this day. That's
I
such a
remember, I remember having my younger sister watch it, and to this day, she's like, "I'll never watch that movie again because that scared the living crap out of me."
yeah.
Like, yeah, well, thanks. You're welcome.
Like they asked me, what the heck was that? Somebody asked me if I looked into the history of the house. No, this house was built by my wife's grandpa on her stepdad's side. He built it, but I don't know what the land was before that. So I don't know what he built it on, but I just know that he built. But there has been people that died in this house.
No, well,
In her family. Yeah. So people have died in this house. Let's see. We only know so much in an infinite universe.
True.
Yeah, man. DC or Marvel? Depends on movies or comics.
I'll just answer that for myself. I'm a Marvel guy
All the way?
for the most part. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm torn.
the only DC like comic character I like is Batman.
Yeah, same here. You know, I grew up loving Batman. Batman's my favorite superhero of all time, but I read more Marvel comics and I collected Marvel cards. But when I got back into collecting again in like 2009 or 2008, I was reading more DC comics than I did in the 90s. But like I when I got back into collecting a little before I got back into collecting, no, a little after I got back into collecting, the New 52 had just hit.
Oh yeah.
Reading those, and that was awesome. I really liked the New 52. Did you read that?
No, I think I have. I don't think I have any of them actually.
No, that's what got me liking Aquaman, and that swamp thing was freaking good from the New 52.
Wasn't that New 52 Aquaman? Wasn't the first issue? I think the cover drawn by Jim Lee.
I think so, and I think that's where the first appearance of those the trench creatures. Forget the name.
I think so. Yeah. For the movie.
Introduced. I should upload my ghost encounters. I've thought about it. Superman or Thor in a fight. Wouldn't Superman win no matter what?
I don't know. I think they're kind of equal.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, because they've had that fight in the comics before.
Do you remember this was like a big thing back in the 90s when DC and Marvel, the DC versus Marvel, the amalgam. Dude, that was so much fun. That was so.
I have what's the Wolverine Dark Claw? I have that issue.
I have all of the first issues of what they did, and the miniseries of the fighting of them too. I have the cards too on those. Do you remember the hype around the death of Superman?
Oh God, dude!
Do you remember that? Oh man, that was crazy.
I remember that. Oh my God, I remember standing in line for hours to get that issue.
Yeah, people thought that was going to be that comic was going to be worth so much money,
and then they ruined it by bringing him back. Not even a year later.
Yeah, that's what ruined it. But I did enjoy it though. I really enjoyed all of the Superman comics that came after that.
Yeah,
I just recently rebought them at a comic store. All of the first like the Steel and Eradicator, I think his name was, and whoever all the other characters.
It's funny because I just was going through a couple weeks ago, I was going through my box and I was like, oh, I didn't know I had all of those still.
Yeah. Oh man, no, I don't have any of my original stuff. My stuff got thrown out, so that's upsetting. All my vintage toys and everything. You know, I played with my toys growing up, but kept them all in good shape for the most part. Like all my toys, dude, all my Ghostbusters, my Dino Riders, dude, those are so hard to find now.
They're super expensive.
Yeah, I got lucky and I was gifted a lot of them several years back, but no T-Rex, just a lot of the dinosaurs and some of the characters. But I want to find a T-Rex. You're looking at big money on that.
Well, I'm going to the SAC Toy Con in August. So if I see it, I'll let you know.
Oh, geez. Yeah, it's going to be like $1,000. I'm not going to spend that, man, but it'd be nice to have. I remember
What about $500?
if it's loose, complete, working, you think it'd go for that much money or more?
If someone's desperate enough to sell it, maybe.
I don't even think. I think loose. That's what it would go for with nothing, just a bare naked dinosaur. It'd probably be like a couple hundred, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen that thing since so long ago.
The box arts on those were so nice, like the art that they drew on them. Do you remember what they look like?
Vaguely.
Oh, they were so nice, man. There at a conventions. I always like down here when I go to like WonderCon or LA Comic Con. There's always a seller that's there as a booth, and he's got tons of vintage figures. He always has Dino Riders there, and it's just so nice to see because you're never going to see those at like vintage shops.
Oh no,
not going to find those. Want me? It's pretty freaking rare to see those on card. But you're asking for a lot of money just to find them on card, though. What's your biggest purchase?
Jeez.
Recently? Yeah.
Probably the Spawn figures I just bought.
Oh, the new stuff, right? The newer
yeah,
stuff.
I mean, I've been buying. I don't even remember. I mean, I buy things not every day. I try not to because I'm going back to work here shortly. So, yeah, probably the Spawn ones. I mean, I wouldn't have bought them if they weren't on clearance.
Yeah,
I just bought all of them for under $150.
So you got Spawn on Throne, or?
Yep.
Yeah, I think out of the new Spawn figures, like the best ones have been. I think She Spawn is such a figure, and Violator.
Oh, that's the one I don't have. Shoot.
You don't have Violator?
Okay, that one I don't have. That one I gotta find.
You can still find the bloody one at GameStops.
Our GameStop never got them.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Yeah, it's really different up here because we're so far north. We get things really late, or they get them really early and they sell out and they never get them again. Like, did you ever get the? I'm trying to think, the GameStop exclusive Joker, DC Multiverse Joker?
Which one?
The what's that one called?
Killing Joke?
Yeah, the Killing Joke.
I got two.
Yeah, so I asked the guy that I'm friends with now. He's like, the only way we ever got that is because my employee ordered two.
Yeah,
but we never got it after that.
I've only so when I found out they were hitting, I was still living in Corona. It wasn't too far before I moved down here. I forgot I had pre-ordered one, so but then I started hearing they're hitting stores, so I called every GameStop that was around. One said they had it, and I was like, oh my God, hold it for me. I said, you guys are like 10 minutes from me. He's like, I can't hold it. He's like, I can hold it, but if somebody buys it online, I have to give it to them. So right. I ended up going and getting it, and then I totally forgot about the one I pre-ordered. And a lot of the stuff that I get shipped, I get it sent to my parents' house. And during that time, and when we moved here, we were doing a lot of fixing up in the house, and then I didn't know she brought the box. And I remember we had a pile of trash right here in the front yard, and then her stepdad brought a trailer, and we're throwing everything, right? So at the very bottom there was a box, and I was like, it was just like a brown shipper box. I was like, what the heck is this? I was like, I remember seeing this, and I'm like, why is it here? I was like, let me just open and see what's in it. It was it was the Joker.
Oh,
Dude said I would have thrown it away, but I ended up giving it to a friend who needed it. So
yeah, that's the one I don't have that I want.
But it's not even going for much money.
No,
right?
I mean,
none of Mcfarland's new stuff is going for any money.
No, it's on Zavvi for like $27.
That's not bad.
No.
What's
I'll
this?
end up buying it.
Street Sharks or Dino Saucers?
Oh shoot!
What's Dino Saucers?
I know Dino Saucers, but why can I not think of?
I've got lucky and found Dino Riders. I mean, Street Sharks at swap meets. I've been really lucky to find it, but I'm trying to find those puppet ones. Those ones are.
Oh yeah! Oh shoot! I think, where did I see those at? think last year when I was in SAC at some comic shop, I think they had a bunch of those actually.
Yeah, but people are asking like $100 on those, man, or maybe more.
But just like, what are those? Are they called Mad Balls or something back in the day?
Yeah,
Those things are
make
expensive too now.
Yeah, they still make a lot of them though. Whoa. See, do you think DC Collectibles will make Batman the Animated Series figures? I don't know. Dude, I don't even know if McFarlane is going to make the Flash figures anymore. Like,
Oh shoot, I don't know if he will either.
There was Robert always sends me like these posts on leaked McFarlane figures coming out, and he sent me one recently, and it's been accurate so far. But there was one we saw a while ago, and in it was the Flash movie figure. So we were getting a Keaton Batman, obviously an Ezra Miller, and then we were getting an '89 Batmobile. So like now it's like, who knows if we're even gonna get that anymore.
They'll probably do it because they have to make money.
Yeah, but I mean, that means they're supporting the film. And if depending on where this if the movie gets canceled or not, like they're gonna cancel all merchandise. They're not gonna. I mean, they can still do the Batman because he's gonna be in Batgirl. You know?
Yeah, I mean, they just what's the new guy that runs it? David Zaslav or something.
Yeah.
Because they just had this conversation on John Campea, and I guess that guy said they're not going to cancel the movie because they put $200 million plus behind it.
Well, they're going to lose money probably. But
yeah, and I'm like, if it may make 200 million, it may. I doubt it. It's
I read the whole plot. I read the whole plot, like really, and it sounded good, man.
That's saying they're saying that they've had test screenings for employees, and they say it's one of the best DC.
Dude, it sounded really good, and like what they do with Affleck and everything, it sounded really, really good.
Did you like Affleck? Batfleck, I should say. Yeah, see, so did I. And a lot of people don't.
No, a lot of people did.
Really? Because for the most part, like everyone I know, they're like, "Oh, Batfleck was terrible." I'm all, he was awesome.
Dude, I've been a Ben Affleck fan for a while, but I really started liking him when I watched The Town.
Oh, that movie's so good.
Yeah, and then when I found out he was Batman, I was like, oh, he's gonna kill it. It just sucks that we never got a solo. We got a solo film, so it's just. But I mean, I don't like I said, I this Flash movie is supposed to set up a new DC universe with new heroes and stuff.
I think that's my biggest complaint is DC's pretty much rebooted their whole universe. I don't know, already 2 or 3 times since they've done the Snyderverse.
Dude, I enjoyed the Snyderverse.
Did you like the 4-hour version of the Justice League?
I loved that movie.
Freaking piece of art.
Dude, it's like I don't know why they kept on interfering with his vision.
So good.
I think that's why a lot of his stuff failed, was because WB kept on putting their nose in it, like just like David Ayer, what he says about Suicide Squad. He says that WB interfered too much with his vision. I mean, I don't know how Joker could have been any different, Jared Leto, but he said his movie was completely different.
Yeah, it was rated R too.
Yeah, and then it was didn't they say the movie was edited by a music video company or something?
Yep.
Who edits music videos? So I don't know, man, but I enjoyed Man of Steel. I enjoyed Batman versus Superman, and I freaking enjoyed the Justice League Snyder Cut. That was dude, I stayed up all night watching it because I was so hyped for it, and it was every character, like Cyborg was awesome.
And they made I was reading, or I think Zack Snyder said that the Justice League movie that he made, this is before the Snyder Cut came out, was centered around Cyborg, and you didn't see that with Joss Whedon because he wanted to make it all funny. And then when the Snyder Cut, and I was like, dude, this is like 100 times better.
Dude, but the thing is that, like, what I don't understand is, so Zack Snyder filmed all this footage. What the heck was it supposed to be? 2 different movies?
They were supposed to be part 1 and part 2.
So all this was part 1 and part 2.
Yep, in 4 hours.
So when the heck was the first half supposed to end?
I don't know, but I know that initially It was supposed to be part 1 and part 2. They were supposed to come out a year apart.
Huh. And then you read the storyboards, right? How the whole thing was supposed to be. Yeah. It sucks that it ended, but
yeah, he even Zack Snyder said he will never work for WB again.
That sucks. Well, see, the thing is that, like, again, I don't want to give any spoilers away from what I read from the Flash movie, but basically they left doors open in case they want to go back to the Snyderverse.
Which makes sense because that's what that new CEO said. He wants the Snyderverse back.
Yeah, that's what but I mean, it's like, dude, you guys like we have 3 Batmans now this year. We have Batman, we have Keaton back, and then we have Affleck, all in the same year.
I think I thought they were going to do another Batman, but not Robert Pattinson.
No, that's it, dude. They shouldn't do another one.
Dude, I swear, if they do like another Batman with, obviously they're going to do a sequel, but if they do another one without him, I'll be done.
With who? Without Patterson?
Yeah. So if they do because I know they're doing a sequel, but if they go to reboot Batman again, I'm like, oh,
they won't. They're not going to do it. They're
not.
I know. I know they were expecting the movie to break $1 billion, and it didn't. But dude, the movie was freaking great. It was such a good movie.
I know everyone's complaining because it was too long. I'm like, I don't know, man. I think the length was perfect for that story.
And that deleted scene with the Joker was so good. Oh yeah. I heard about this. Watch right here, Richard Ramirez. I don't know if I read this several days ago.
Oh, the Howard Stern thing.
You heard that, right?
Yeah, I don't see. That's the thing is, a lot of people are speculating that he did it on purpose because he's done it in the past.
Oh, really?
Making stuff up. Yeah.
Huh.
But
yeah, I used to love his show, dude. I used to listen to his show all the time. Let's see here. Actually, Snyder Justice League Blu-ray is divided into 2 discs. That's one of the few Blu-rays that I've bought recently because I used to collect Blu-rays. I don't buy them anymore, but that was one of them. And then the new Batman I picked up on Blu-ray too. Let's see here. It says Discovery fired some people that interfered with Zack Snyder's movie, so I don't think that Zack Snyder is not fully off from doing another. I mean, who knows? He might come back. And then if he does,
I don't know because he just signed this giant deal with Netflix, so I don't know.
Right, man, dude. You know what movie I really liked that he did, and there was a reason why I really liked Army of the Dead.
Oh, is that the one that was on Netflix?
Yeah, but
I remember watching it. It was good.
The reason why I liked it like way more than I probably should was because that was the first movie I watched the first movie I watched in the pandemic. That was I think that's when they started opening theaters again.
Yeah,
it was the first one, and the second one was A Quiet Place. But yeah, dude, I was so hyped to be back in the movies, and I think it made the experience like so much better when I watched Army of the Dead. So that like holds a special place in my heart for that reason, because of that. Let's see here. Let Snyder tackle Gundam.
Ooh, Gundam, that'd be dope.
I think Snyder can do a good sci-fi movie. Isn't that what he's doing? Yeah. Is he doing an alien movie right now?
Yeah, that's what he's doing for Netflix. Yeah.
You know what his first movie was, right?
Was on. Oh, was it the Dawn of the Dead remake?
Yeah, I freaking love that movie. Dawn of the Dead. That's like one of the best remakes.
Oh, 100%. Like I think I was like shocked how good that was.
Yeah, and then James Gunn wrote it. He wrote the script. Dude, and then you got 300. And then
another
you got
great movie.
Watchmen.
Yep.
I never watched Sucker Punch. Somebody
I
asked
own that movie. It's okay. It's not that great.
The Heist movie is on Netflix. Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't watch that one. Did you watch it? The spin-off to Army of the Dead.
Oh yeah, with the
guy who cracks the box.
Yeah, it's. I can't talk. I did watch it. It's slow.
Yeah. I forgot about it. Here you go. Okay, so okay, I don't know if you're a zombie fan. You're a horror fan, right?
Yeah, I like horror.
What's your favorite zombie movie? Do you know?
Ooh, Shaun of the Dead.
Really? That's a good movie. That's
Yeah.
a good movie. That's a great movie. Yeah, that's a good movie. Mine's Return of the Living Dead.
Oh yeah. Oh, well, if you're, I don't know, because I think like a lot of the horror stuff. Well, not even like recent stuff, but probably The Evil Dead is probably my favorite.
Those are favorite horror movie is Evil Dead.
Yeah, one of my favorite horror movies is that.
I don't know what my favorite horror movie is. I really like A Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one.
And that's like my least favorite film because it scared me when I was a kid. So
yeah.
I hate that.
A lot of because I'm
I
a big
hate it.
fan. Everybody thinks it's my favorite movie, but it's really not. I love the 1990 film. I think that's better than I love the new one too, but I love the 1990 film. But I think my favorite horror movie might be A Nightmare on Elm Street. But yeah, zombie movies definitely Return of the Living Dead for me, and then Night of the Living Dead, but Tom Savini's remake of Night of the Living Dead. I love that version. Have you seen that one? Yeah, that's such a good movie. You know who Tom Savini is, though, right?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, I met that guy. He was kind of a jerk. Let's see. I'm getting these.
They say never meet your heroes.
Well, he's not my hero, but I
No,
mean,
I
he
know.
was like, I heard stories about him saying that he was mean and all that. And you watch his interviews, he seems like such a nice guy. And then I remember when I went there, man, he just did not seem like he was having it, dude. Just, I was trying to talk to him and he was just didn't care.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. And I was buzzed too. And I was nervous because I got there. When we got there, we were walking around and we got in. And then I saw him and I was like, he was with everybody, with like all the sellers, like the booths. He wasn't like hidden away where you go pay and, you know, like you have to wait in line. He was literally where all the sellers were. So I walked in. I was like, all right, I'm going to get his autograph before I go. And then finally we were walking out and I was buzzed, dude. I was so buzzed. But my aunt like literally pushed me to his booth. And then I was like, oh, Tom, I said, I'm a big fan. I said, Night of the Living Dead's my favorite movie. And he just did not care, dude. Just did not care.
That sucks.
Yeah, I got a picture with him and everything. And my aunt told him, like, she said something to him. I don't remember what she said. She's like, your movies have brought joy in our lives and blah. And she kept on, she was like telling him how I'm a big fan of his of the Night of the Living Dead movie. And he was just like, oh, okay. That sucks, dude. But I still love the guy, man.
Damn, what a disappointment.
Yeah, I wish I would have met George Romero though.
Oh, that'd been awesome.
Yeah, George Romero is the one I really wish I would have met. And I don't normally go for autographs though. I'm not like a big type of person who goes for autographs. Like I've only like a lot of them have been free, like waiting in line, like Jim Lee, Rob Liefeld. I paid for Kevin Conroy. That was like one. That's like one of my. That's when I got really nervous on. And Korn, meeting them in line like for free. You know, those are the ones that I like. The ones I can say I really like fangirled out was Korn and Kevin Conroy.
That's like I used to do like band management in my 20s, so I used to be the same way, like nervous, and then I got over it because you're just like constantly on tour and you're meeting bands left and right. And I think the only time I kind of got nervous was when I met Tom DeLonge.
Oh, really?
It was like really brief, and I was like, "Hey, Tom, it was nice to meet you." And he's like, "All right, man, what's up? I gotta go play." And that was it. And I was like, "Oh my god, he just talked to me."
He talks very like
childish.
Yeah, dude. He hasn't changed. It's like it seems like he hasn't changed a whole lot. I wish he would go back to Blink, man.
I think they will. Obviously he's has this whole thing going on.
Dude, I like his band.
Angels and Airwaves.
Dude, I didn't discover them until like 2 years ago.
Really?
Dude, they're such a, because I knew he did, what was it, a Boxcar Racer? Is that?
Oh yeah, which is really good.
Them, because I was still really heavy into rock when I knew of that band. But then like I got it. Okay, so I got back into Tom DeLonge because of the Alien thing. So I started going through a Blink-182 phase. I was looking through all the music and everything. Then I was like, okay, I know he had Angels and Airwaves, never heard of him. So the first song I heard was The Adventure.
Oh,
And from there,
so
I've
good.
just been, I like his new album.
The new album, Life. I can't think of
I
what's
don't
called.
remember the name, but they had some
Yeah,
good
the new
songs.
album is really, really good.
He's got some good music, man.
Yeah.
I think they're an underrated band, but The Adventure is such a good song, dude.
I think the reason why people got turned off, well, obviously the Blink breakup happened, and
Yeah.
he came out and his first thing he came out was like, this band's gonna be the greatest band ever known to man, and then everyone was just like, okay, dude.
Yeah, I was already out of rock when he left the band, so I didn't really care at that point anymore. Jesus is acting about what about Greg Nicotero? He's actually going to be at that Halloween event that's going on at the end of the month. He's somebody I do want to meet.
That dude's awesome too.
You met him?
No, it's just his work in general.
Yeah, dude. He's like better than Savini, dude. He definitely
he does so much stuff.
Like his studio, what is it, K&B? I didn't realize how many movies they like. If you look up his credits on what they've done, dude, they've done so many movies, like so many freaking movies. And I loved his work on Walking Dead.
Oh yeah,
the walk. And then I mean, plus everything else he's done. But yeah, I want to see if I can get his autograph. He's somebody I want to meet. Is Greg? I got to meet the zombies, the original. What do they call him? Well, the Godfather of Zombies were George Romero. I can't meet him, but at least I met Tom Savini, and I want to do Greg Nicotero too because he worked with them back in the day. So I do got to meet them. What does it say? I met 11 from Stranger Things at an airport. That's cool.
Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah, that's her name. That's right. Yeah, I met Tuco from Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad in the restroom.
I never watched that show.
You know, From Dusk Till Dawn is his best work. You know who I saw? Well, there was a lot of celebrities at Monster Palooza when I went this past time, but I saw Kane Hodder.
Oh wow!
Walking out of the restroom, and I was like walking to him like that, and I wanted to say like I actually kind of froze, dude. Like I had my camera in my hand and I had my backpack, and I wanted to say, dude, Kane Hodder, like, can I take a picture? But I stopped because one, I got nervous, and then two, I knew he had a booth. And I knew he was going to say, "Oh, go wait in my booth." And then I saw Billy Zane. Is that his name, Billy Zane? Yeah, Billy. Yeah. And I love Billy Zane from The Phantom.
Yeah.
And Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight. So I wasn't going to wait in line for him. So he was walking to the restroom, and then I don't remember what I said because I was buzzed, but I think I said, "Billy, I love you," and then he just went like that.
I was just at this vinyl shop that we have in Reading that I didn't even know existed, and they had the Demon Knight. Is it Demon Knight?
Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight. The second one.
Yeah. They had the vinyl for the soundtrack, and I was like, "What,
dude? That's a good soundtrack."
Yeah,
that's such a good movie, dude. I grew up loving Tales from the Crypt.
Oh, me too.
I still love Tales from the Crypt. And the cartoon also, Tales from the Crypt Keeper. I try to buy as much merchandise as I can. There's not a whole lot, but I try to buy a lot of merchandise from that series. But it sucks they never made anything from the movie. Like
Neca didn't make anything from the movie. Huh?
Nah, Neca hasn't done the Crypt Keeper. The last that I can think of, the last person to make the Crypt Keeper like figures was back in the 90s. No, I don't think anyone else has tackled the Crypt Keeper since then.
Because didn't they had animated figures, didn't they?
Yeah, but that was back in the 90s. That was from I have all that stuff, but I forgot the company name. But no one else, I think it's called Novelty something. But they haven't done anything else. I don't know why he gets no love. I don't know if it's just a licensing thing, but like we get Creep Show stuff, but we don't get Tales from the Crypt Keeper. Did you ever watch Tales from the Dark Side?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people know about that one.
That was a lot of late nights.
Yeah, man. I remember the episode with Christian Slater. I don't know. It was the one where the grandpa just won't die.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, dude, that's funny.
That was a young Christian Slater. That one just stuck in my head. And then they made the movie. Do you remember the movie Tales from the Dark Side?
Mm-hmm.
And Christian Slater was in that one too, and so was Steve Buscemi. Yeah, Steve Buscemi. That was a good movie. Yeah, dude.
Oh, dude. When I was in, what was it, 2020 or 21? I can't remember now. I worked for Blockbuster for like 7 years, so I watched a ton of movies that I wasn't allowed to when I was younger because my mom was just like, "You're not allowed to watch that." Oh yeah.
I was watching horror movies when I was like 4 or 5. So I started at a young age. I remember the ones that really scared me the most growing up. I don't know why, but Return of the Living Dead scared me growing up. Leprechaun scared the hell out of me growing up.
Oh, dude.
It's like a comedy.
Jennifer Aniston.
What?
Jennifer Aniston's one of her first movies.
Yeah, that's right. That's her first movie, I think.
Yeah, it is.
And I don't know what I think. Obviously, The Exorcist scared me, and I think to this day it still does. But those were the 3 that really scared me growing up. And I don't know why Leprechaun scared me, because it's such a good movie, but it's not even scary.
No, it's like super like cheesy. Now that you watch it now, and it's comedic.
It's a good movie though.
Yeah, it's really good. I don't think they've ever done anything with that either.
Leprechaun? Remake with
No, I meant like Neca or anything.
Funko has the license for the figures. They just came out.
Oh, that's right. They did make those.
Yeah, but didn't I hear
that long ago?
NECA's not making them, right? Or I think I just imagined.
I think so.
I totally thought NECA was making something. So right here, what does it say? Hello, horror community. Night Fright talk show. Yeah. Yeah, horror's I love horror, man. Like I was talking, me and Robert were talking about it yesterday. We were saying, well, what's our favorite genre, horror or sci-fi? Even though a lot of the time they go hand in hand, but I think horror is my favorite genre out of sci-fi, between horror and sci-fi and horror. Because Predator's technically horror too, right? It's like science fiction horror.
Yeah, they lump that and Aliens into horror, and Aliens is sci-fi to me.
Yeah, man, Aliens is a good movie too, man. Predator is such a good movie though, dude.
It's funny because I was at Hot Topic today, and the manager was talking to her employee about how they had to move the Crow on this new Crow T-shirt out of the horror T-shirts into a different. She was like, "Yeah, we didn't know where to put it," and I'm like, "It's definitely not a horror movie."
Nah, it's not.
I don't know what you would classify that as, honestly.
Action?
Yeah, but drama, like it could be that.
I don't know.
I know when I worked for Blockbuster, it was categorized in science fiction all the time.
Okay, I was gonna say maybe science fiction then. It could probably go for science fiction.
And I was like, I don't know. It seems kind of weird, but I get the whole like spiritual element. So I guess I could see the sci-fi side of it, but I don't know. It's a very hard movie to categorize, I feel like.
Sequels are pretty bad.
That's my all-time favorite movie.
The Crow.
Yeah, all time.
Even though Brandon Lee was barely in the film.
Yep.
Yeah,
so because I think I told you on Instagram about how I met him and didn't know it was him.
That's right. You did tell me that.
Yeah, and I was like, because my uncle lived in Bakersfield. He had I don't know how many freaking dojos, whatever, and yeah, he was promoting Rapid Fire in '92, and he was going out to film The Crow in '93, and I didn't know who he was. I had no clue. And then my uncle told me afterwards. He was like, "Oh yeah, that's Bruce Lee's son." I was like, "What?" Because I loved Bruce Lee growing up.
So did you read the comics then?
Yeah, I read the comic, and I didn't put 2 and 2 together until afterwards. I was like, "What?"
That's pretty cool. But I don't know anything else Brandon Lee's been in other than that.
So Rapid Fire was his movie before that. He did this movie with Dolph Lundgren, Showdown in Little Tokyo, and I think it was in 1988. And they did a movie before that called Laser Mission, which is very terrible.
Yeah, I don't think he was.
He was in Kung Fu the movie. And there was a couple things that stuck out to me when I met him, that he had the script for Speed.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, this is like, a lot of people don't, I mean, it's hard because I'm like, yeah, like at the time I was like, boss, who cares? But he had the script for Speed and he was reading it when he was going to go film Crow. So he could have been in that movie, I guess. If
Maybe
he,
you never know. He could have turned it down too.
who knows? Yeah, I don't know. But I was just like crazy. I was like, what? I remember like him talking about this movie, and then now it's just, it made buku bucks with Keanu Reeves.
Dude,
It's just
and
super weird that that all happened. I was like, whoa.
that
Yeah, like that was supposed to be his entry into like major stardom was
the
Speed.
Crow. Oh,
No,
Speed.
Speed, yeah.
Well, yeah, the Crow could have been too, though. But we don't know, dude. I wonder, like now I want to know like what the movie was originally gonna really turn out to be, because I didn't find out till like years later that he was barely in the movie.
I think they said he is maybe like 30 minutes of the movie is him.
Yeah, and then I like even the scene where he's putting on the makeup, like that's not him.
Nope.
And when you first see him in the Crow and as the Crow and the camera zooming out of the building, like I didn't know that was CGI, dude.
Yeah, crazy, huh?
That's and it was the ending not him either, or was it CGI when he was laying on the tombstone?
So the ending is what they filmed first.
Okay, so that was him then.
That was him, and then what you see part of I'm trying to remember, like after he gets murdered, basically anything after that, most of that is stunt double.
So yeah, like I know him climbing on the ladder wasn't him either. I think him jumping on the buildings wasn't him either,
Yep.
right? Dang, that's
Him playing the guitar, that was him. Yeah, there's like I didn't know a lot about that movie because I love that movie and like dove right into like kind of wanted to know everything about what happened. But yeah, there's like the ending they filmed first, and then parts of the middle, but most of it, yeah, was just an actor, a stand-in, and with a CGI. But
dude,
think back then, like '94, you would CGI wasn't the greatest, but you can't really tell.
well, the movie's also like really dark too.
Yeah.
But there's like two scenes that I really love on there. One of them is the and it wasn't even him. Was when I forgot the girl's name. What was the little girl? Yeah, when she was going in trying to look for him, and then he comes out and he says, "I do care," and that wasn't even him, dude. I thought that was him the whole time, and that wasn't even. That was just some like just another actor.
Yeah.
And then "It Can't Rain All the Time." I love that scene when he's on the skateboard. Oh, and then when he sees the mom when he's taking drugs in here,
heroin, yeah.
That's such a good scene. It's like a powerful scene right there too,
oh,
man.
Totally.
That's a great movie, but it's just it sucks to know that he wasn't in like half the movie,
man. Just think like what could have happened to him. Say that didn't happen. Like he still would have been acting. I mean, who knows what he would have done?
No, but The Crow would have been a different movie though, right? Like I'm sure they had to change scenes around.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So what about the final fight? Was that him?
I don't remember if they did.
Yeah, I don't think that was him when he was doing the fight on the roof.
I'll have to go back because a lot of the end of the movie was what they filmed first, so it may have been him. I don't remember for sure.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm gonna end it, man. It's already gonna be midnight.
Yeah.
Nice talking to you, dude.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah. I thought you said you were gonna go on a podcast soon on your guys' end.
Yeah, we'll have you on. We have like pretty much all of July's booked.
Okay.
Half of August. I think there's only like 3 days in August that are open.
All right, man. Yeah, well, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Everybody, if I didn't read your comments, but I try to do this though, man. If I'm live on here, I try to get people to come on. I'm gonna try to do that more frequently and try to get some people on here.
Yeah,
at least people to talk to. You know what I mean? Not like I don't want to get like some random person on here and then they're gonna be naked on the other side. But all right, it was nice talking to you, man.
You too, man. Appreciate it.
Everybody, good night, and we'll see you soon. Later, man.